Folks, this is Brian back again with another video for my channel, Wealthy Relief. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button below and click the bell icon next to it. This will alert you of any new videos that I post to the channel. So in my last video, I talked about a specific type of email scam I received in my inbox, and it supposedly was from Netflix saying how there were problems with my billing information and I needed to update that immediately. Well, the problem is I pay Netflix through my phone bill because I get a special discount through the phone company for Netflix. So all of my payments go through my phone. And if there's a problem with the billing, that means that there's a problem paying my phone bill. And trust me, my phone company will let me know, hey, we did not receive any money or you did not pay your bill. So I knew immediately that that email supposedly from Netflix was fake. Big thing that gave it away was the email address it came from, because it didn't even remotely match anything of Netflix. And the second biggest thing that gave it away was that how it was addressed to me. It addressed me by my email address, which is stupid, because if you really have an account with Netflix, they're not going to address you by your email address. It's going to be by your actual name, more than likely your first name. So those two things right there alerted me that this was a scam. Don't ever click the link, because it'll take you to a fraudulent site, and if you even update your payment information, the scammers will have that information, and then they're going to start doing financial damage to you. So I just showed an example of that. Well, today I'm moving on from that and talking about a scam that people receive on their phones in the form of a text, and they are toll scams. Now, this is one I received back in March, and this one says, E-ZPass, final reminder, you have an outstanding toll. Your toll account balance is outstanding. If you fail to pay by March 30th, 2025, you will face penalties or legal action. Well, the problem is here, they didn't even tell me how much the toll is. I don't even know what it is. What do I owe? You ain't even given me that information. I'm not going to pay something you don't tell me what it is. And then the next thing it says, please settle your toll immediately after reading this message to avoid penalties for delaying the payment. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, I can tell you in my state, which is Kansas, there is no E-ZPass. They don't operate in this state, and I very rarely go out of state. So I know this is a fake. This is completely fake. This is a scam. These are scammers trying to get my hard-earned money. Not going to happen. Now, with that being said, as I said just a short while ago, I do live in the state of Kansas, and Kansas does have a tolled highway. It is called the Kansas Turnpike. But it is not operated by E-ZPass. It is its own entity. So I'm going to show you one that I did receive around the same time that supposedly is from Kansas. It says, Drive Kansas, final reminder, you have an outstanding toll. Your toll account balance is outstanding. If you fail to pay by March 10th, you will face penalties or legal action. Please settle your toll immediately after reading this message to avoid penalties for delaying the payment. Thank you for your cooperation. As you can see, it's almost identical to the other one I just showed you, except it just says Drive Kansas. And it has a clickable link. But I know that is fake. Again, it doesn't tell me what the amount of the toll is I supposedly owe. And here's a big shocker on this one. This text came from an email address that doesn't even remotely match Drive Kansas or the Kansas Turnpike Authority. I mean, what is this? I can't even pronounce that, 39@usa.com. Come on now. This is extremely fake. This is a scam. They're just trying to get your money, trying to get your payment information. They're trying to get you to feel emotion, to panic. It's like, oh, I got to get this paid. Oh, I got to click that link because I don't want to get any penalties. I don't want to get to collections. Yeah, no, you don't owe anything. They're never going to send you a text like that, ever. They're going to send you official something in the mail that you owe them. Trust me, they've got cameras. They will take a picture of your license plate, get the information, and send it to your actual home address. so that way you can pay it. You will never ever get a text like this from any toll place anywhere in the country of the United States. So no, these are scams. Now that might seem like common sense. Trust me, I know that it seems like common sense to me that I should know that this is a scam. But unfortunately, I work at a financial institution. And I'm not saying that I work at a financial institution as a bad thing. But what I mean is, I have customers there that come in and have actually fallen for these scams. These toll scams. I know I had someone that owns a business, and he got one of these texts, and really he thought, oh, I need to pay this because I do use the Kansas Turnpike. But not even thinking or paying attention to it, he would have realized it was a scam. But he did click on the link in the text, and unfortunately it took him to a fraudulent website, and it started doing multiple charges on his debit card. And needless to say, we had to take action and do things that institutions need to prevent further fraud. But that's what they want you to do. That's what the scammers want you to do. They don't want you to think. They just want you to say, oh gosh, I owe this. I gotta click it. I gotta pay it. You put in your information, and then they start doing financial damage. So share this with as many people as you can, with loved ones, with your parents, your uncles, your grandparents, the elderly especially, because they don't understand that these things are fake, that scammers can just generate these things on a whim. They're using AI. They know they can prey on certain types of people, and they know they can get money. Otherwise, they wouldn't waste their time doing these things. And I hate to say it, but scams are getting worse. More and more people are falling for them, especially older people. It's sad. Billions and billions and billions of dollars are lost every year, and the amount of it increases every year from scams. Now you might be asking yourself here, well, Brian, what do scams have to do with my channel? Your channel is called Wealthy Relief, and it's about making money. Well, there's certain aspects of that. Number one, there are people out there trying to get your hard-earned money. They don't want a legitimate job. They want to steal from people, and they don't have any second thoughts of coming up with ways to do that. And unfortunately, these are the biggest ways they're doing that. Technology, the internet, AI has made it easier than ever to scam people and to take their hard-earned money. And so I think it's very important to make these types of videos, because I don't want people to lose the money that they're saving for retirement, for vacation, for bills, for medical issues, things like that. Because it happens every day. Someone becomes a victim of these kinds of scams, and that's why it's important, in my opinion, to do these types of things, because I don't like to see people losing their hard-earned money that they've worked hard for, that they've saved for a long time. And it just takes seconds for them to lose all that money, and in a lot of cases, unfortunately, they won't ever get that money back. So that's why I do these types of videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. You got to see what these toll scams look like. You know what to do, just to delete these types of texts if you ever get them, or just save them and show them, hey, show them to people your friends, family, to say, hey, look, this is a scam. I received this. Don't fall for it. These are the things they typically say in it. You will never receive a text about toll that you owe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely check back, because I will add another one very soon. See ya.